Hi, I'm Vijay. I'm the head of technical product management at Vivrithi Capital. My role here is to ensure that we have a product line that can handle all the business requirements that Vivrithi Capital has, and to enable all my business, credit, risk, and operations teams to ensure that they are not falling behind in terms of tech and in terms of exploring new business avenues. So, speaking about technology in the NBFC space, from being just an add-on in the non-banking finance and from the banking sector, right now we see that technology has become indispensable for any kind of financial institution. Right from guidelines that flow in from regulatory bodies like SEBI and RBI, to exploring new sectors, growing your business, or from perspective of improving your efficiency, um, addressing manpower challenges, we see that technology has become indispensable for a non-banking finance company, especially for an organization like Vivrithi Capital, which is a vibrant and growing NBFC. We see that technology is a key way in which we can focus our energy on and make sure that we avail all the features, we avail all the products that are being launched from RBI, are available for us to move forward on in this space. In terms of where we are, in terms of the exciting things that are happening in tech as well as in the NBFC space, we see a lot of use in for artificial intelligence, machine learning, the usual suspects. We also see areas where we can throw our focus on in terms of integrations, making sure that we have, from an architecture perspective, we have microservices, cloud as a major player, and in terms of relaxations that come in from RBI, in terms of where we can host our data, where we can store it, cloud, movement from on-premises to cloud. We see a lot of exciting things happening in the NBFC space, especially in tech. So yeah, we are looking at a very nice time ahead. So a typical day looks like discussions with stakeholders, a lot of internal meetings, brainstorming, understanding competition, and of course a lot of development, a lot of QC. That's typically how a workday looks like for us, just like any other technology vertical across NBFCs. Where we have additional challenges would be that we have just entered a major technology space, and we're looking at a lot of disruptive products coming into the market, and that makes it a very interesting space to work in. So typical workday is like any other technology team, but since we are in the financial space, we have to be cognizant about how we are changing the way our company uses technology and how quickly we are tech enabling them. So in terms of in terms of tech enabling the team for new products, we see that the role of technology is twofold. First, wherever a product is brand new, we are looking at a very innovative, a very disruptive solution to that, which is that the market does not have any off-the-shelf product for that, which makes it a bit more difficult, or it makes it a bit more challenging for us to put together a solution for that. And that in itself is one of the areas where we are contributing heavily to Vivrithi Capital. And aside from that, wherever we have, the second part of that is that wherever a business has been in function for a long time, let's say for decades, we are constantly at a need to innovate and ensure that we're simplifying the process, we are adding more value, we're ensuring that onboarding becomes easier, management of loans become easier on both the lending as well as on the borrowing side. So that is an area where we see the role of tech becoming more prominent in how we take Vivrithi Capital forward. So of those, I feel that there's a bit of everything in how I see myself in Vivrithi, or what I like about Vivrithi, whether it is client centricity or something like work ethic and transparency, and how we have a very flat hierarchy, things like that. But the one that I resonate with most is the passion that we bring to the table. So being a startup, there is always the thirst, or always a need for us to ensure that we have challenges on our plate. And one of the things that I really like about Vivrithi Capital is that challenges become part of our everyday life and as part of our everyday work. And that's one thing that always keeps me going. When you ask me, what is a value that I really resonate, it's always been the passion that all the teams and all the leaders and even my own team and myself bring to the table. So from a career perspective, previously before I joined Vivriti, I was working completely on tech. It was purely technical product management, so building tech products, some stuff like portals, solutions for APIs. That's kind of how I was working on. But once I entered Vivriti, I understood that to deliver of anything of value, you need a complete financial and basically an understanding of the entire financial world, how financial products are defined, how they're designed and taken to the market. So that has really transformed how I approach product management itself. And in terms of delivery as well, we've understood that we need an in-depth understanding of how the financial world works, how each product is built down from ground up. So I feel that has really added to my career so far. It is still the passion that drives me in this organization. So there are a lot of changes. The priorities here change more often than not. And when we start building something, we have to look at a very holistic solution to that. And when I look at how the entire company is running towards how the courses are being set and how the industry itself is changing, so that inspires me to ensure that I'm enabling them I'm tech enabling them at every step of the way. And that's really been a way in which I see that I drive myself and I motivate myself to make sure that anything that the company decides in terms of exploring a new avenue or exploring a new product, it becomes our responsibility to tech enable them and ensure that we are ahead of the curve and we are not left behind. So that's something that really drives me in this organization. So why should you join Vivriti? From a technology vertical side, I would say that as an organization itself, Vivriti is a great place to work in. I mean, that should be good enough reason for you to join Vivriti Capital. But from a technology perspective, I feel we are building solutions. I feel we are doing things that actually are going to be a game changer in the market. They are definitely going to change the way the Indian financial world works in terms of how we are delivering fintech products, in terms of the solutions that we are bringing to the table. So that is, if you are really interested in working in a challenging work environment where you're given actual business problems to solve and everything that you do fits into a bigger picture, then Vivriti is definitely a place that you should consider.